an area called the Forks in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Beautiful place. Marketplace, all kinds of shops. And this ought to be interesting. We're going to take the boat tour. It's like a pontoon boat up the whatever river this is, Red or Assiniboine. We don't even know.
It's a bit of a step up here, and we're going to sneak through right through the second boat there, please.
Geese. Quiet.
Oh, what a great morning, eh?
A lot better than yesterday.
Yeah, it was pretty warm.
Oh, yesterday we went to the zoo yesterday. Halfway, we were dead. I mean, we did the whole thing, but what did we see? About 5 animals?
Yeah, and they were hiding, right? Yeah. So my name is Vernie, guys. I'm your captain, obviously.
Okay.
Well, you can push me out and I'll go back out. Thank you. Guys, you're from out of town?
We've been in Winnipeg before. We've never done the Forks, and we've never done the zoo, so we thought, well, we'll take a spin here and...
Yeah, you guys get a good morning for the boat rides.
Yeah.
Not too hot. So before we get going too far, these are our life preservers here.
Okay.
And they're located underneath the bench seats. So if there's an emergency, I'll just ask you to stand up.
Lift it up.
Cushions lift up, and then help yourself to one, and we'll go from there. Make sure
Okay.
you guys get safely to shore. You see me running over the front, don't follow, okay? We also have fire extinguishers, first aid kits, and flares underneath the console here. We just filled up the gas tanks, so we know there's no Queen Elizabeth tour today. And
Kath.
I got my cell phone.
Kath, you gotta look up.
So this is the Assiniboine, if you're not familiar with the river
Okay.
systems here.
Yeah, we weren't sure if this was the Red or the Assiniboine.
Yeah. The red is over there, so once we cross under the bridge, that's the Red River.
Okay.
But we're going to head upstream here for a few minutes and look at the ledge and a couple other little spots. And then we're going to turn around and go on to the red there, as I showed you. If there's something you guys want to stop and look at or have questions or pictures, just let me know.
Okay.
We'll try and cram as much as we can in here.
I was surprised seeing some guy come down with a fishing rod.
It's decent fishing in here, honestly.
Yeah?
I wouldn't eat the stuff, but not spoiled. I'm from Ontario.
So are we.
Lots of big pickerel.
Yeah, we're from Thunder Bay, so...
I'm Red Lake, so yeah,
Oh.
we're almost neighbors.
Well, you avoided the fire.
They were lucky.
Yeah, we had a... Look at the whole boat to ourselves. You gotta love this COVID, eh?
It's time, that's good.
2 at a time.
Provincial Parliament building here, we call it the Ledge.
Copper roof.
It is a copper roof and
Yeah.
a golden boy on the top. That statue on the top doesn't actually look as big as it is, but it's about the same size as this boat here.
Wow.
And that's real gold that covers them. About 10 years ago they brought them down off of the dome there. They showed us how they refinished them. The Golden Boy was given to us by the country of France. At the time, we had the third highest French-speaking population in Canada.
Yeah, I see all the signs. Traffic signs are bilingual.
Yeah.
Street signs.
Yeah, we still have a very high French. Nothing like Quebec would have anymore, so we wouldn't even be close to that distinction anymore. But at the time, we were one of the busiest cities in North America. They actually thought we were going to be the capital of Western Canada. That's why they built ours so big. It's the third largest in Canada to build it.
The only other place I've seen, other than Quebec, but I've seen those signs, a small little town called Terres Bay.
Okay.
They're bilingual signs.
We've got a lot of French towns here, almost exclusively French towns here in Manitoba still. I'm not sure if they offer tours. I think you can go and check out inside that building right now, even with the COVID. It's a very, very interesting building.
Surprised how lax it is here in Winnipeg.
Well, we're starting to get hit with it now, though, eh? That's the trouble. Of course, the statue at the top of the stairs is Louis Riel, the father of Manitoba there. Better not forget Louis, I'll get in trouble. This is a pretty nice view of the building, that's for sure.
What kind of fish in there?
A lot of catfish, a lot of bottom feeders. There's like 28 different species you can catch, so you never know. This little park here usually looks a lot nicer than it is right now. That's called Bonnie Castle Park, and that's named after the original author and publisher of the Harlequin romance novels. He was a Winnipeg fellow.
I take it that's been flooded out then, eh?
Yeah, that's why it's all muddy there. They didn't fix the grass this year. But
Well, you can only fix it. You can only fix it so many times.
No, I was here one year and they resodded the forks there 3 times. Sometimes they'll have bands there, little people doing little skits and stuff. It's kind of neat listening to the music going over the river. And above there, that's a revolving restaurant there. That's the
Oh.
called Prairie 360. Pretty awesome river view of the Canadian Museum of Human Rights for you folks.
That's it there, right?
Yeah. Pretty unique building, as you can see. Every angle you look at it is different. We go on the other side of the bridge, it's almost all stonework. This side, it's almost all glass. About 3 weeks ago, it was pretty funny. There was a guy hanging on the outside, rappelling down the glass, doing the windows. It was like, holy cow.
Looks like someone's on top right now.
There's somebody up there?
Right on top, not the top glass, the bottom part. I see something up there.
Okay. Yeah, that's observation. If you guys get a chance to go in there, it'll, you can go up to the top.
You can go up.
Oh.
Yeah. Make sure you give yourself time. Everybody that goes there says make sure you give yourself lots of time. There's lots to see and lots to absorb in there.
A lot of people talk about it, eh? Like you hear quite a few people talking about that museum. So.
We're actually pretty lucky to get that built here. That's the first national museum in Canada built outside of Ottawa, so it's a pretty big nod for us to get that. Got a lot of work here, a lot of tourism.
What's the population of Winnipeg?
Well, it's 790 now.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely we're getting there. It's actually nice that it's a small city, just like Thunder Bay. You get around pretty easy.
Yeah. We go Minneapolis lots because it's pretty much the closest
for sure,
to Thunder Bay. That's a beautiful city, Minneapolis. Incredible. Incredible the money they pour into that.
Too bad it's getting wrecked now, though, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think I'd want to go there now.
Be scared to for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think the Canadian flag would help you down there.
Nope, I think they hate Canadians now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this restaurant didn't open this year.
This is a restaurant?
Yeah, this is a suspension bridge, the first one here. And unfortunately, this restaurant didn't open. It used to be a burger joint at the beginning, and then they turned it into a French restaurant. But I think the COVID killed it a little bit, and also they can't operate that thing in the wintertime. They call this the home of the $1 million washroom here in Winnipeg. So when they designed and built this, they didn't realize they were going to put a restaurant in. And then when they decided restaurant, they realized they needed sewer and water lines, so it cost them an extra $1 million. And because Winnipeggers are so cheap, we took it to heart. You can see the sewer and water lines that run underneath this bridge right here. Back then it was more efficient to do than it would be to have that dirty old coal pit in every building and then have to have somebody to keep feeding that coal into the boilers.
I don't know if you've ever been to Duluth, Minnesota. All their streets are heated, even in the winter, with steam.
Really?
And all their streets are on, like the whole city's built on a hill, and it's all steam heated underneath. So in the winter, all the streets are always clear.
Wow.
Yeah, that's quite elaborate.
What happens
too.
though when they get the snow though? Does it pack it go icy or?
No, it's gone,
stays?
melts.
As long as it's not too heavy snow, eh? This building here now, they've turned this into a restaurant, this little one on the top there. And this is also, you'll see that gauge there, the yellow gauge. This is also where they take the official water level readings when we're getting flooded in the springtime. So it'll say the water's up to the 20-foot mark at the James. You can see the 20 mark there.
Huh. I can't believe this gets this high.
Oh, that's crazy. Good thing they had that floodway though. Oh, that 97 flood, they said it would have been all the way to the airport. We'd have probably lost most of the city. All the damage to the dock here, this is
Yeah, it's all pretty flat here, right?
yeah. Yeah, once it breaks over the yellow barrier, that's it. Yeah, it sounds like they're gonna fix these docks, but we don't know when. We used to have 2 big paddle wheel boats that used to be docked here. Paddle wheel Queen and Princess. And at one time these would have been the first docks that were built here in the city to accommodate the big ships and barges coming in here. Now that big red brick building you see in the background on the left there, that's where the Eaton's company started their mail order catalog business. It's early Amazon, I guess you could say. But if you look down the length of it, it's a full city block long. It's probably one of the bigger buildings in the city when it was built. Pretty cool building. Not much in it anymore, but they were planning on turning it into condos until the...
That was the original Eaton's.
That was the
like
Eaton's,
a distribution.
the mail order warehouse, yeah. And then the main Eaton's was downtown, right where our hockey rink is now. They unfortunately tore it down. They're lucky they did that though. They stopped tearing down all the old buildings here in the city. We've got some pretty unique buildings.
Hey, all these places that used when we were kids used to be the place, like Sears and Eaton's and all that. And that's all gone.
That's all mail order, right? Everything.
Yeah.
Amazon.
And I mean, I buy lots on Amazon.
Yeah.
I use it a lot.
The deals are there. Eh?
Yeah. Like everybody says, shop local. It's my money. I'm going to shop where I'm going to save money. It's like,
I do the same.
yeah.
If they come from China, I'm afraid that's what it has to be. Now, you guys got 4-wheeling. All we've got
It was good.
You had fun?
I was disappointed when we found out you couldn't go on that trolley. And then we were talking to the girl earlier about this, and this is good.
Yeah.
The trolley ones are good. We'll go to.
Yeah.
They'll take you through the exchange district. Maybe next year, don't ever pass up a
Yeah.
chance at it.
Yeah. I knew something was up. I went on their website, and it kicked me out right away, saying this website is being used to get your financial information. Leave now. I even took a photo of it, a screen capture. It was like, something doesn't sound right. And then when we came here, the Manitoba Tourism, they said no, they're not doing it.
That's surprising because I thought for sure they would have done that. Now that you mentioned, I haven't seen their buses. They're using cheap bright orange buses. They're neat old buses to go driving them. You're at the train. Did you go to the train museum here then?
Not yet, no.